All right, so I'm Kyle Griswold of the Phoenix Society. This is John Patterson of the Phoenix Society. These are some of my thoughts on the overbind and the shield knock from 133 and how to make it more applicable for sparring and full speed fight. So in the old days, or maybe not everyone does this, but a lot of clubs and a lot of people who practice 133, the shield knock followed by some sort of strike is usually 3 actions. We'll bind in some way. We're fighting to gain an overbind. Once one of us has found the position for an overbind, it'll be a shield knock followed by a cut. And typically, we'll be chasing this bind quite a bit until we finally get what we want, okay? And the problem with that is, if the person does not have any interest in trying to win at the bind, we can end up in scenarios where there's a lot of doubling actions, a lot of people doing suicidal dumb things, and I hurt him, but I end up getting hurt myself. So instead of making the overbind a 2-tempo action where I'm here, I'm pushing, I'm trying to move in, trying to knock, and then cut, I'm trying to think more of the overbind as an action that is simultaneous with the strike. So I'm suppressing and working the cut from the suppression. And then my buckler is just coming into the center line. Regardless of where his weapons are, as my buckler comes in to the center line, I should close off that line and be able to control both weapons. Okay. This should be, so the idea is I'm finding the opening. I'm not thinking about his sword, okay? Because then I'm chasing the sword, I'm trying to fight against the sword. All I've done is I've felt that I have this, I'm rolling it over, and I'm coming in with this action. It's one action. So I'm doing that with the false edge because that's kind of the way the manual looks. It looks like a false edge cut. But we could do this with a true edge cut. I could be fighting here, suppressing, and moulineing with a cut. And again, all I'm doing is pulling the cut in and closing the line off with the buckler and allowing this to keep him from moving. Even if John retracts the sword as I go for this, I'm still locking his sword back and I'm cutting to the head.